Hello guys, in today's video we're going to be going over the new defense items that have been added into the game. And some of the defense items have also been changed, so we're going to be talking about all of them so far. If we're not going to be mentioning every single defense items, if you want to know that, I already have a video on my channel regarding defense items. We'll just go over the new ones, right? Or the adjusted ones. Are you still stuck in the same rank? I'm Hajun, former pro player, 300 plus stars, and I main Rome. In Season 21, I hit Global number 3 Jawhead, Global number 15 Matilda, and Global Popol and Koopa, all with over 80% win rate. And I'm working with Dez, a 1000 stars ex-Global number 1 Lancelot, also from the pro scene. We teach macro, rotations, shot calling, pressure timing, and mindset. The things that actually win games, not just random tips. That we charge $30 for 1 hour, $50 for 2 hours. Coaching details are in the description if you're interested. And if you buy diamonds, don't overpay, because if you're buying from in-game, you are overpaying. Use my loot bar link in the description to get them up to 20% cheaper. You must use my link to get the discount. If you're serious about climbing, get our coaching. So, the new item actually, which used to be Twilight Armor, has now been changed to Chastise Pauldron. It gives you physical defense as well as HP, but it retains the old passive where it's called Redemption, right? Twilight Armor used to have this passive. When incoming damage reduces HP below 30%, recover 20% max HP over the next 2 seconds. This effect has a 60-second cooldown, right? So this is the same as Twilight Armor. However, this item has received a new passive instead of the old Twilight Armor passive where if you took like big damage, right, one single big instance of damage, it would be reduced. That passive has been changed to taking damage will reduce the attack speed and attack speed cap of the attacker to 75% of normal for 2 seconds. So that means you will reduce the attack speed of anyone who hits you, right, by 25%. So they will only retain 75% of their attack speed, right? That is a 25% reduction from normal. And whenever you take damage from them. So this item is really good versus heroes that are reliant on attack speed. And so I'll actually put up some pictures of the heroes on screen over here. The ones that this item is really good against. These are the heroes, right? They all rely on attack speed. You guys might be asking, well, since Twilight Armor passive is gone, how do we counter Leslie? Because Leslie does huge damage in one instance. How do we tank that? Is Leslie gonna be super strong now? Well, no. They removed the passive from Twilight Armor, that specific passive, to Guardian Helmet now. Okay, so Guardian Helmet has that passive of Twilight Armor. Obviously, it still retains the passive that it had before, right? Where you would recover 2.5% total HP per second. On top of that, you have Twilight Armor's passive, Defender. Upon taking more than 500 damage in a single instance, recover 20 plus 0.3% total HP from the excess damage beyond that amount. So yeah, it does counter Leslie. It's a really good counter item for Leslie, right? For big one-shot heroes, big heroes who do big single instance damage. This item is gonna be good. You can build it towards the late game if you notice yourself you don't want to recall to base too much. You can build it then, and you can also build it versus these heroes that are gonna appear on the screen. Yep, it'll counter. It won't counter them. It'll counter Leslie pretty well. But the other heroes, you can generally build it as last item, right? Once you have built, for example, for Granger, for Clint, right? Even for some assassins, you can build this because with one hit, sometimes they tend to do more than 500, right? And if you have already built the required physical items, for example, Antique Cuirass, Dominance Ice, right? Blade Armor even, or Chastise Pauldron, you can go and build this if you don't need to build any magic defense, right? If you just need more physical, you can go for this item because it gives HP and it also has that passive. Anyways, the other item, the biggest, the most impactful item in defense right now is Dominance Ice. It has physical defense and magic defense both on the stats, right? And not only that, now you actually need physical defense and magic defense items to complete it. And the small item for it, Black Eye Shield, also has physical and magic damage. So since this item already has physical and magic defense, sorry, not damage, defense, you don't need to build those smaller dreadnought or silence robe in the early game anymore. Like I always recommended, you can just build this. This should be every tanky roamer's first item. It doesn't matter what game it is, it should be your item every single time. Every single time. Now why? Right? What does it do? Well, the passive has changed for Dominance Ice. It still retains the anti-heal passive, but on top of that, it has gotten a new passive, which is called Fortress Shield. For each enemy hero within 5 units, physical and magic defense is increased by 8, up to 40%. Unique passive, Life Bane. Taking damage will reduce the shield and HP, so this is the anti-heal, right? That's the anti-heal effect. But, look at this. For each enemy hero that is close to you, right? Don't think about 5 units, just think about close to you, right? Their physical and magic defense is increased. Your physical and magic defense is increased by 8 every time there is a person, right? And up to 40. So pretty much if you have, it's against 5 people, right? So if you go up against 5 opponent heroes or 5 opponent enemies, you will have 40% or 40 extra physical and magic defense on top of the already 40 physical and magic defense you have, right? So that's going to be 80 physical defense and 80 magic defense. That's pretty insane. That's pretty insane for one item if you're going up versus 5 people, guys. So this should be every tanky roamer's first item, no questions asked. Okay, it is very, very strong right now. It is the most OP items. And I believe with that, we have gone over every single item that has been optimized or changed so far. Yeah, there isn't really other items to cover. Those are the defense items. Let's just do a quick summary. You should always build Dominance Ice, especially for lifesteal, and in general, always. It's just so broken right now. If opponent has attack speed reliant heroes, right, you can build Chastise Pauldron. If they have one-shot heroes that do insane damage for a single instance, right, you can build Guardian Helmet now instead of Twilight Armor. Alright guys, those are some of the optimizations the defense items have had. If you guys have any questions about the other defense items, feel free to watch my other video on my channel. Just type in defense item guide and it'll come up for you on my channel. Just search it. I go over every single defense item. Of course, that's an older video, so it won't have the newly optimized items, but the rest of the items that remain unchanged are all covered in that video. Anyways guys, have a good one. I hope this video helped you out. If it did, please go ahead, like and subscribe to help me out. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.